Welcome to day one in Japan. This is my first time in Japan. As soon as I landed in Haneda Airport, I took the train straight away into the accommodation, quick check-in and explore the city because I'm very excited. But the issue is I'm very hungry right now, so what do? Go around trying to find food. After walking around for a few blocks, I couldn't figure out what to eat, so my default option would be my comfort food back in Sydney, which is ramen, so I could compare. Honestly, first impression, not that impressed yet, but don't take my word for it because it's only day one and there's so much more to explore. Day one done. So, first morning in Tokyo, and what I noticed is that every car here is like sparkling clean. Even the garbage truck. I mean, it's not like sparkling clean, but it's still pretty clean. Very interesting. So right now we're in a place called Asakusa, and it is specifically Senso-ji Temple. The first thing that I did when I was there was taking this fortune telling thing. It's pretty fun and quite interesting to read. In terms of the temple itself, apparently it is one of the, not one, but the oldest temple in Tokyo since the 680 or something like that. But I really like the atmosphere. It is very vibrant. There's a lot of people, especially students, probably some sort of field trip. But it's definitely fun. You should definitely check it out. There are also a lot of souvenirs nearby in the shopping street. Plenty of things to buy, and apparently I didn't see the no photo sign, so I just took it anyway. But you can walk around, get a lot of things for your friends and family. But most importantly, I think there are quite a bit of snacks to chew on, but I didn't get it just because I was holding my stomach for a real breakfast treat. I also didn't want to just have anything touristy, so I was walking away a bit and found this local restaurant. Pretty nice. Afterwards, just walking around the city again. I have no idea what I was gonna do that morning because I didn't do any research, so I just keep walking and walking. And I ended up somewhere in this park called Ueno Park or something like that. I'm probably butchering it. So I just hang around, didn't do much because most of the things there cost money and I didn't plan, so I don't know what was going on. I continued to walk around. I ended up in Tokyo Central Station, like Tokyo Station. This station is right smack in the heart of Tokyo. There's so many things around it, especially like big corporations and offices. I obviously try to find my own workplace just to know what the vibe is like. I don't know why I did that. That was very stupid of me. But I walk around anyway and I found it. I'm not gonna tell you which one, but that was quite funny. While I was here, I was trying to get into the palace, but it was closed on Saturday or something like that. Oh, by the way, Honda was everywhere. There is this really cute park right in the city center. It's nothing major or anything like that, but I just find it's very nice to have like a small little patch of green in one of the most expensive real estate in the world, or I think of. But it's just nice to have such a place to relax, especially if you're working in the city. And here I am trying to figure out how to get into the castle, but I couldn't. And I thought this is like probably a back gate where it is open or something. But I was wrong. It was not. It was just a way into another street. So I got to Ginza. Things going a bit fast here, but I was trying to get a Ipuro matcha sold out. It was gonna be sold out anyway. So I head up to this place that have sukiyaki or suki soup or whatever it is called, and had quite a nice lunch. A bit expensive, a bit pricey, but it's for the experience. After that, I head back to the hotel, took a nap, and now I'm in Shibuya, where the infamous Instagram crossing is taking place. And of course, like any other tourist, I would walk across it, very excited the first time I'm crossing it, took a video selfie, but then you know what, I get used to it. Like I think everyone got used to it, only the tourists got excited, which I was. It feels like the opera house, like it's very exciting the first time, but then the second time it goes down, but after you see it again, you'll be excited again. This is the Mario Kart that people talk about, the Don Donkey. I eventually will go back at night, but I was just browsing around the neighborhood a bit more before trying to find something to eat. And it is very packed. It is so packed, in fact, when I went up to the sushi shop, there was like a 1 hour long line waiting. But then luckily I met this American couple, we talked a bit, and then he was like, hey, come and join us. I was like, cool. I did that, had dinner, rush off, paid them obviously, and explore the area a bit more before going into the Don Donkey because I gave in into the temptation. But I was surprised that there's so many things that I could get in here. Apparently this one is called the Mega Don or something like that, so you could find a lot more things in here. There's also the tax-free counter as well. Effectively you don't have to pay for GST, except that the line is extremely long, like really long. I didn't get anything on the first day, went out, go around a bit more, went back to the crossing and saw this Shibuya, so of course I had to go up and took a time lapse. It was pretty nice. It's still nice. And that's about it. Second day, very productive. Head back to hotel, take a sleep, see you tomorrow. New day. Today is the 26th now. It's a lot cooler today, so I need to bring out the jacket. I'm very excited to be here. And yeah, first thing first in the morning, just try and go and grab the matcha set. Not matcha set, the matcha itself. So this is it, the infamous Tokyo billboard cat, the 3D one. I don't know, it's quite cute. You were like, it's just a cat on a billboard. Why are people so obsessed over it? But when you're there, I think it's just the atmosphere and the way they designed the cat. There's something captivating about it. And they also mix it with a different advertisement as well. So it's kind of cool. I have no idea what this lion is, but people were taking pictures with it, so of course I had to. But lunchtime, so I didn't have proper sushi last night, it was a bit too little, so I am here again. Less line this time, which is good. I guess it just depends on which sushi store in which suburb you go to, but this time it was a lot nicer just because there's no line. After that, I head off to the Tokyo Metropolitan Tower, and I got up to the South Tower, I think, which is newly open again after it's being renovated or something like that. But it was nice to see Tokyo from the top. It's a massive city, especially coming from Sydney, where everything is very low density because of the zoning law. It's quite different to see Tokyo being sprawled up and out, which I guess this is how they accommodate 20 million people as opposed to just 5 million in Sydney, and it's still quite hard to find accommodation in Sydney. But I guess there's pros and cons to each method, which is depending on which preference you like it to be. I don't know, I have a mixed feeling about both. Afterwards, we just going for a walk around, and I think it's already late in the evening at this point in time. So as usual, I just got back to the accommodation, got myself the face wash because I forgot mine, and took a quick nap before heading back to Shibuya again. I don't know why, but I'm always pulled back to Shibuya for some reason. And yeah, walking around, yeah, and I still like the thingy. This time I went to one of the back street and did this Japanese barbecue. It was quite nice. Again, a bit pricey. People have been saying, oh, food in Japan is cheap. It's not that cheap, but I guess it's also because it is a tourist area at the same time as well. Food, it depends. Like, I figure out the system later on, but in the beginning I was spending a lot on food. But to be honest, the meat was quite nice. After that, after dinner, I went around and I realized one of my colleagues from Sydney was here, so we just hang up, catch up a bit before I head back to my accommodation and call it a night. Good morning. So today is the 27th. It is the last day in Tokyo for this part of the trip. I'll be returning, but for now I'm about to check out. I think I checked out earlier, but I still have the luggage in there. Gonna go grab some quick coffee, grab some nice and easy to eat food, and then we're going to take the Shinkansen or bullet train from Tokyo to Kyoto, which I'll be spending 4-5 days there. I'm looking forward to it, and let's see how it goes. So we start the morning where I was just wandering around in Tokyo and walked to Roppongi Hill. There's so many cool shops and luxury brands here, and there was so many like rich people just coming in their Mercedes, their Porsche, enjoying their morning coffee and shopping. But it was too early and it was quite hot as well, so I just didn't do much. Just head back to the accommodation, got my luggage, and then I started to wait for the Shinkansen. There was just so many people in the train station. It was a bit hard to navigate the platforms and the concourse, but then I managed to find it. Once you're in the Shinkansen area, it's all ready to go. Just a quick tip as well, in terms of navigating the train systems in Japan. Typically there are different trains operators, so the Shinkansens are separate from the local train. So you have the JR train line, so they run inter-cities train, but they're also separate from the metro cities as well. Most of the time you can just use your Suica card, but then for Shinkansen you need to buy a separate ticket, and it could get a bit expensive as well. And we are approaching Kyoto now. I'm going to end this video here, but stay tuned for the next Kyoto videos just to see what's going to happen in Kyoto. See you in the next video.